Craftaholics, and if this is your first time here, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Peggy, and welcome to my studio. And guys, I have to apologize. I know I haven't been around a lot, and when I have, it's been sporadic. A lot of stuff has happened, and all of it's been out of my control, actually. And the worst was my laptop decided that it didn't want to work anymore. I have no idea what happened. It's like the hard drive is full and there's like nothing on it. I don't know. I've got to have it fixed. But then I had to order a new computer, which I got a desktop for the studio, which not bad. You know, it works a lot better. But then I have an external drive that holds all my files, like all the videos, photos, all my artwork, all my sensitive stuff. Everything that I have is on this little external drive, and it decided to not work either. And it's not like it's full because it's 4 terabytes and it's not even like a terabyte of stuff on there yet. So I've lost all that. So I'm basically starting from scratch. A few things I've been able to find here and there, but like for my logo and everything and all of my, like, you know, the little slides that I use on these videos, lost all that artwork. It's on that little drive, which I'm going to be sending to a friend to see if he can fix it. Excuse me. But I did find the crafty clip art that I use. Did not find the flowers. So I am, you're going to be seeing some new stuff, I guess, coming up. But I don't know what font I used either. I can't find it. So it's been challenging. But anyway, hopefully things are getting back to normal. Sorry, guys. No, it's not COVID. I got my first shot already. I'm waiting for my second shot at the end of the month. Yay. And that's another thing. My first shot, my first vaccine, I was sick for like 7 days and I was down for 5. And the other 2 is kind of like slowly recovering. So it's just not been like, I don't know. It sucked. How's that? It's been sucky lately. But I do have these beautiful flowers that my husband got me. Anyway, like I was saying, hopefully things are going to get back to normal now. And don't hold me to it. But I'm trying to get things back to normal. But anyway, today we are going to be making this really pretty, I don't know what to call it. It's like a Happy Mail book out of some gorgeous papers from G. Kerr. So stay tuned and let's get going. Okay, so for today's project, we are going to be using papers from G. Kerr, and her Etsy shop is Happiness and Crafting, and this is her French Collage Collection, and I will put a link down below in the description. It is so pretty, so florally, just so pretty. And what I like about it is it has a lot of the whiter and vintage look as opposed to the really dark. There's a good contrast, but I love the lighter shades. So we've got this beautiful blue. I think they're petunias, not sure. Beautiful red roses and other flowers. It's blue flowers. It's yellow, which I am not. You guys know I'm not like a big yellow person, but these are really, really pretty, and I'm going to be working with them, work them into everything. And then gorgeous pink roses. Those are the main papers, and then we have some backing papers, which this is one of them. Then there's also this floral, which I'm using in the main project as a main page. There's this one, and these backing papers are so versatile. You can collage anything onto them or use them as it is as a back. They're just beautiful. And again, one of my favorites on the whiter tones. And then you have these awesome little bits and pockets and bits and tags and things. So we've got some of these pockets here. Got some tags, some little tags. These which could be used as belly bands. We've got some larger tags and some itty bitty bits, which these are great for like little dangles and charms and things like that. Then this is really, really cool what she has done. If this paper would stop sliding. There we go. She's done the corner pockets, but there's a large and a smaller version, which I think is really cool and very unique because nobody has done that. We have some more like medium tags, some small tags, and some circles. We have a couple of the journaling cards, some hearts and ovals, and a belly band. Some more journaling cards, which are just the 5 floral pages, knocked down a quarter of their size. And then 2 pockets to use. Or envelopes, sorry. 2 envelopes. We put that aside. So, what I had done, I had printed the pink roses because I love, you guys know I love pink, onto some of my 80-pound cardstock. And the other pages, the 2 blues, the yellow, the red, and the pinkish white, these are all on 28-pound copy paper. Okay, what my plan, I have not tried this yet. In my head, it looks gorgeous, so we'll see what's going to happen. But my plan is to make kind of a little booklet for Happy Mail, with this being the cover, and then these would be the pages. But I'm going to try to do it in a different way. So we'll see. I mean, I'm sure it's not a unique way. I'm sure a lot of people have thought of it, but it's just something that came into my brain this afternoon, actually. And today is Sunday. So I also have I have puppies making noises down on the floor. So if you hear anything, it's them. I also have all of the bits and pieces cut out. And they are cut out, the envelopes are glued together, and everything has been inked on the edges. And the only reason I ink edges is just to cover up that white side, just so it looks a little bit better instead of having like the creams and everything and then this bright stark white. So I have those already. But what we're gonna do, okay, here's my plan. Let me pull out the... Oh, and these, I have backed everything up. The reverse side is all, well, these are all on the 80-pound cardstock. The reverse side is all a digital file I had for a coffee stain paper. So that's what's on the back of those. Now, my idea is this. It is to take this and make a cover with probably like just an 1/8 of an inch spine on it. And to take it... Like I said, I had never done anything like this. It just kind of came to me this afternoon, or actually early this afternoon. To glue the paper down, fold this way, then glue this to this, and so on until we have a booklet, and then glue it all into the base. But what we're going to do is on the sides, each side here, and on the inside pages, we're going to cut a thumb notch, and that is where, if you have the page this way, that is where our journaling cards are going to live. So, that's my plan. Like I said, in my head, it is beautiful. So, see if we can get this to work out in reality. Okay, let me put those aside. I'm going to start with the middle pages and put my cover aside there. So I am going to grab a bone folder. There we go. And this bone folder came in. I ordered an actual bookbinding kit, like a beginner's bookbinding kit. And this really, really long bone folder came with it. I love it. I just wish it was Teflon. I wish I could find a Teflon one that's that size. But the only thing I don't like about it is it's a little bit thick for me. But man, if I could find a Teflon one that long, I would be so happy. So first thing I'm going to do is fold my pages in half. Put them all in half. And again, like I said, this is 28-pound paper. Just plain old 28-pound copy paper. Copy paper. Ay, ay, ay. It has been a long while since I've been crafting. Like well, made a video. I've been doing some crafting, but it's been chaotic. So, you know, not having a computer to use, losing the losing the drive that all of my digital files, even my business files, are on. It's been a challenge, that's for sure. It's been one hell of a challenge, actually. But, you know, I guess it'll all work out in the end, I'm hoping. I just have, I have a small, well, it's not small, it's small in size. I had a little 4 terabyte external hard drive that I use to keep all of my files on, and I cannot access it right now. So, yeah, I think we'll be doing like 1/8 of an inch spine, just enough to wrap around that. I'm kind of at the mercy of whoever I can find to fix it at this point, but just cross your fingers that I can find somebody to get it done, please, because I'm like suffering. It's ridiculous. Okay, I think I'm gonna go, let's see, we're doing a pink front. So let's do blue. This will kind of match, sort of. Blue, red, yellow, whitish red, and blue. We'll do it that way. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is the back page of this and the front page of this are going to... Okay. I folded them wrong. I feel like a dingle dork, but like I said, I've had so much on my mind. We need to fold them inside out. Oh my goodness. It's, you know, it's one of those things. I am so worried about not being able to recover my files that I'm actually not even sleeping at night. So it's that bad. So you might notice a change in some of my graphics. That's because I found... Hey! Sorry, guys. That was my dogs. Boys. I found my graphics online. I did not find the flowers that I used, but I found the craft graphics, the craft supplies. And I have not found the font. So, it's, yeah. So you may notice some changes out there. Anyway, let's try this again. So we have the blue one. And then the red and white are yellow. And I'm going to make sure again that they're the right side up when I put them together. Red, excuse me, and blue. So, as I was saying, this side and this side are going to come together. And that's going to make the pocket that is going to hold our journaling card. Okay? So what I'm going to do, let's see, where's one of them? Boys, settle down. They wrestle and it drives me nuts. Okay. I think what I'm going to do... Let me see. Now 1 inch is a little tight. I think if I have enough, I don't know if I have enough of this size tape. Well, if not, we'll make it work. I really thought 1 inch would work, but what I'm going to do is, you know, it actually will work. Okay, I'm going to go around the edge this way with 1 inch tape on 3 edges, right up against the edges. Then I'm going to come in next to it with a really thin line of glue. And the reason is that tape adhesive never dries. It is always sticky. So if I just use tape and I go to slide a card in, it could get stuck to that tape and we won't be able to get it out without ripping the pages open. But with a line of tape and then just a little bead of glue around it that will dry, it's going to be fine. You'll be able to slide the card in and out. But the glue is going to be right up against the tape. So, in theory, this should work. So, okay. And to cut my tape, I am using this little tool called the right angle. It is, whoop, let's show you, there we go. It is actually made to cut corners on albums and things that you're going to wrap around. But I'm going to use it this time to cut my tape. But in our upcoming video on Friday, you're going to see this little baby at work. And it is really, really cool at how it does work. Let me get my eyes on. Okay. The only problem with buying these big rolls of tape is I'm used to putting my hand here and just like rolling it and using it, but it's a little awkward, actually. The bigger the roll. I hope I'm in, making sure I'm in frame there. Okay. I rip my tape. And that's the other thing. I always, when I start out with these big rolls, I always rip the tape. Inevitably, I rip it. And it's not a big deal, but until it's like down to a more manageable size. It's just kind of hard to hold on to. Okay. So, you know, you get used to holding tape and stuff a certain way. Okay. And like I said, in my head, this looks really, really good finished. So hopefully we can translate it to that in reality. I'm just going to use my bone folder and kind of make sure everything is adhered nicely. Okay. Let me find, there it is. It's not cool. I was in a swap recently and I got this pokey tool. It was one of my gifts. I love it. It is so cool. All right. And we've got our blue and our red. Okay. Now I am going to lift my tape up, backing off. I think. Let me just rip it all off. I may use some glue stick on this one. Just to make sure I can get everything nice and even. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. This piece of tape. All I'm going to do is here, I have a little bit of hangover. I'm just going to fold that over inside. There we go. Okay. Let me find... Such my re-stick, it's supposed to dry, but since it's on the tape, it probably won't, but it's good enough. There we go. Just get that little, excuse me, that little leeway. Then I'm going to take my Barely Art glue. And I am going to go, like I said, right against the tape with a bead of glue. Sorry guys, I thought I shut that off. Just to kind of seal in that pocket there. Okay. And then making sure, I know this is the right way, but you know, I panic like that and I just have to make sure. Okay. So I am going to line it up from the back. this up a little bit more. No, no, no. Let go, let go, let go, let go. Let go. Thank you, glue stick. Okay. Okay. So now we have our first page. And we will trim to get the edges nice and clean. And then we have our pocket, which our card slide nicely into. Okay, we just wait for that, let that glue dry. Okay, I am going to go ahead and attach the rest of the pockets the exact same way, and then I will be right back. Hold on, guys. Okay, so I've got all the pages together, and I am ready to put them in the cover. But first, I think we're going to make the thumb notches, because the thumb notches, and you know what, I put tape here. Let me put some tape. See, look at that, I actually forgot something. Oh my goodness. Right. Let me put tape on this piece, because it's going to attach to the front. Jeez. Okay. And I actually did make a mistake when I was putting everything together. I accidentally taped the wrong end here. But it's all right, I'm just leaving it, and I retaped and I got it in the right spot. But be careful what you're doing. Do as I say, again, not as I do. But it's just honest mistake. You know, got a little backwards with it. So just make sure that when you are taping, that your tape is going at the closed end and not the open end. Main thing to remember. And for some reason, I was thinking opposite at the moment, and I have no idea why. So, let's get tape on this one too. Like I said, this is going where it's going to attach to the front cover. So, we may need a pocket there. We may not. I think we're probably going to need a pocket there, but we'll see. If not, we'll fix that too. Okay, so there are our pages. Got, like I said, my blue, and I got my pocket for my blue. We have the pocket for the red, pocket for our yellow, pocket for our red and white flowers, and then the back will be the pocket for this. Now we can actually, I think I will put a pocket in the front too, just to make everything nice and even. But what I am going to do, I think we're going to wait on this for a second. Yeah. Let's get everything in our cover, and then we'll know how much we need to actually trim off the edges and whatnot. So, we get the paper trimmer back out. And this is coming in at about 1/8 of an inch. So, my paper is actually the whole 11 inches long. The way I set it up, though, it is about 7 7/8 inches high, which is the same as all of these pages. So, at 11, let's see, let's get this, where, sorry guys, I am looking, there we go, there's one, just looking for a stylus. Sorry about my arm in the way. That looks a lot bigger in this camera than it actually is. Let's see. Come on, come on, come on. All right, well, either one will do. That'll work. Okay, so now, let me see. Let me take a drink. This is called thinking time while I take a drink. Okay. Now, this is the actual middle. So what I'm going to do, boys, I'm going to move this over. halfway over here. So and then I'm going to score at, let's say the exact middle right there of the paper. All right, I'm going to go in according to the middle line, which that's right at 5.5 right now. So I am going to move this over about 1/16 of an inch, and I'm going to score here, and then I'm going to move that back. I'm just going to make sure it is, well, that's not working either, is it? Okay. We're going to put that line, the center line, because I scored right down the center line, right on that one tip mark so that we can score here, and then we can score here. So I'm scoring on either side of it while the tick mark is right lined up right here on my scoreboard to get that 1/8 of an inch little border there, or spine. And 1/8 inch spines aren't always the easiest to maneuver when you're folding them, just because the lines are so close to each other. So I usually do the farthest one away, and then I grab my paper and I kind of push down a little bit so I find that second one, like that. And then I will line that up, and I will, there we go. So now we have our little 1/8 of an inch border. And that is where our little booklet is going to sit inside. And again, we will be trimming off edges and whatnot to make it look nice and neat. So let's get our pages in. What I'm going to do, I'm going to see how nice, and my bottom is nice and squared off really well. So I am going to actually cut this before I put it in there, because I want to punch my holes before I seal it in, since I need the 2 pages are going to adhere to the front and back covers. Also, notched with a thumb notch. So my bottom is nice and even, so I'm going to pull that down, and I'll clip that there. And for right now, I'm going to clip this here. I'm going to cut this top row first and then do the side. So the top isn't really that bad, actually. It's really not that bad. So here is my Tim Holtz ruler, and I like this one for cutting because it has a metal edge that I can just run my blade against. I have another centering ruler, like, it's a little bit longer. It's from My Sweet Petunia, who makes the Misty, but it is just a plastic edge, and I have cut into that thing more times than I can count, and that's not good. It's like, it's all sliced. It's not even anymore on the sides, so. Okay. Looks pretty good. Okay. All right, now we're going to trim off this edge. But I mean, I love everything about the ruler, the other ruler, other than the fact that there is no metal edge. If they had that, it would have been perfect. But, you know, life's not perfect, right? And again, I'm just doing just a few cuts. Little bit of pressure, not a whole lot. I don't want to rip anything. I want to try to get pretty neat edges, which I mostly have. Let me just get my little cutter bees here because they are really good at. Okay. Okay, so we are going to take, move these aside, get these off the table. Before I would just leave my scraps on the table and clean it up, like just push them aside or on the floor. But with the puppies, they have a tendency to grab everything. So I gotta be really careful. I need to be really careful with them. Okay, so I don't know if, I don't think it's gonna go through all of them at once. I'm just going to kind of find the center. In theory, I'm going to find the center. Yeah, they're not all gonna go in there. Now, to do a few pages at a time. Okay, so I'm gonna grab 2 pages. And I'm gonna find the center here. And go down about halfway and pop that out. Then I'm just going to repeat this for the rest of the book. Okay. My last pages. Remember, that one was a little bit harder because that's where I had that extra tape and backing. Okay, so now we have our thumb notches. Now you can keep these little pieces to make embellishments with. I am not at this point because I have a lot of them. I've been working with this paper a bit, so. Okay, we're going to take this. Here's our cover. Make sure you've got it the right way. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take off the tape, a little bit of glue so I can seal up that pocket, and then I'm going to attach it to the front here. So here is my pokey tool. If I can get my fingers don't want to do the walking right now. Let's see. Come on. Let go. Let go my ego. Here we go. Okay. And then this one. Yeah. I'm gonna grab my glue stick. Okay. And then a little bit of Barely Art glue. Or whichever glue you prefer. I just happen to really like this. One of my favorite, I mean, although I know I live in Arizona, but one of my favorite aspects of this glue, regardless, is that it doesn't, well, it'll freeze. Like, okay, you know with art glitter glue, which I also love, but you know how if you get some in the winter, like most people won't send it anyway, but if it freezes, you gotta toss it because it's just now a paperweight. Well, the Barely Art, you can actually thaw it and it will work perfect. And that is one aspect I love about this glue. Okay, I'm just lining that up. I'm going to press that down. Oops, sorry guys. I still need to stabilize that darn camera. I'm actually moving stuff around, and I think I'm going to move my recording area to, like, to the other side of the table. So, we'll see. But I'm going to put some glue. Okay, well, let's do this. How can I lose that? It's right in front of me. My goodness. I'm going to pull the backing. And when I put my glue on, I'm also going to put glue on the spine. So it grabs the bottom of our pages there, where they are accordion kind of held. Okay, so we've got I'm sorry. Things are catching my eye and I'm just like, Do you remember that ad? I think it was for milk, and they had the cows, and they were running in the field going, I'm winning, I'm winning. Oh, dandelions. And like she stops. That's me. Yeah. Dandelions all the time. They get me to stop. My dandelions are usually craft supplies, but hey, you know. You know what I mean. Okay. I'm just going to fold that over that way. Bring that up and fold it over. And there is the base of our book. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Now the only thing I have issue with right now, let's try to get that down a little bit more, is this one needs to be a little, it did not get in the right spot. Yeah, and it's stuck now with the glue. Alright, so that one I'm going to have to trim that off. But that'll be easy. I could just cut this with scissors. I don't need to pull out everything to do so. I'm just going to cut right along my edge here. Okay. So that is back to looking good. We do still have some things sticking out, so... Alright, I am going to end up now trimming again. And that's fine. I just want to make sure everything is in there nice and looking good. So I will do this off camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have got that trimmed. We still have our pockets. And now for pretty much we're just going, well, we have to decorate the front. And then we are going to add some things in, some of the little doodads in the pages. So let's first, we know we've got our journaling cards. So let's put those in. I'm going to put mine in with the words facing to the right. Oh, my glue is dry. Oh, look at that. Awesome. Awesome. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. You can always go in if you want to, and you can tighten up those a little bit with a little bit of glue at the end, but I like it just the way it is. Okay. Our yellow. It's so nice, you know, and so rewarding when something that you have pictured in your head starts to actually look like what you pictured in your head. It's pretty cool. So, let's see. It's this one. Then our blue. And there you go. In the front, I still have my pink one from the cover, so we can put that one in here. Okay, so my journaling cards are in, and it's really not that bulky still. It did not add that, there we go, didn't add that much to it at all. So here are all of our little bits and envelopes and pockets and lions and tigers and bears, oh my. So pockets. The tags, some more pockets, lots of pockets. Now, just because all these are here, you don't have to use them all. So don't feel like you do. But I have taken some of the things I made with one of the little bits. I made this little dangle, which we're not autofocusing. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay, well, I will have to check that. I apologize, but I've got the one little dangle piece of hers, and I've got a little glass, a light pink and a darker green pearl, And then at the top, I also have another lighter green pearl hanging just from a little bulb pin, just to attach in there somewhere. And I also took one of the tags that was plain, and I put one of the tiny little pockets on with some trim. On the back, I attached another one of the tags that I had also attached a paper clip to. Then I punched a hole. These are just 1/16 holes. And, oops, sorry. My feet are going numb. I have puppies laying on them. And I just, with split rings, I just attached 3 of her other little decorative pieces. I took a small tag, just put a hole in it, a little bit of ribbon, and some bling. And then a couple of the little bits from the kit in there just for some fun. And now it's a paper clip that you can clip right on one of the pages. And if they journal, they can actually take it and they can use it on a journal. So this can actually go like right there, like that. Isn't that cute? So cute. So I don't know where well, I'm not going to put it in there yet. It looks adorable though. So we will put that in there, but I want to try to keep it a little flatter while we're decorating. So, what to put where? So I've got these tags, these little belly bands, that belly band, and all those little bits. And again, remember, you don't have to use everything. And what you could also do is the envelopes. Whatever you don't use, you could put in the envelopes, and whoever you send this to, they can use to either decorate more, or they may find another use for this. They may find a way to add some journaling pages in. You never know. And they may want those pieces. But one of the things I did do, I took some extra just paper strips that I had, and I took a piece of the pink that matched, and I made a little cover, and then I folded it over, and I just really quick did it with some thread and attached it. Put a little bit of lace and a little tiny little heart with that little flower. Just like a little notepad. And I thought, maybe on the yellow page we could do it. We can use this little band. Let's see. Bring a little pink to that band. Or to this page. How about that? Find a spot. Let's see. Kind of like right in the middle of a page, like right about there maybe. And we can just put this down as a belly band to hold this little notebook. Okay, let's do that. Get some of my Barely Or glue here. And I am just going to put some here on the ends. I'm actually going to keep this here while I'm doing it. I'm going to put my band up a little bit higher, like right about there. And I am going to just hold that down like that. And this can still slide very well in and out. I'm just going to hold that a little bit till it dries. And I kind of pushed it in and up a little bit. So when this is out, it's still a little bowed, and that'll make it easy just to slide this back into, like that. Okay, so there's one little idea. Let's see. And that is going to add bulk. So you may want to, if you do this idea, you may want to your other pieces add on like sides so it doesn't get real bulky in the center. So let's see, we've got our blue. Oh boys, they're like right at my feet and I have like no room to stand or move. Hey, but I love them. With all my heart. Okay. How about, should we put some of this pink on this page? Or should we put pink on red? I'm going to put it on the red page. I like the red. That red is so pretty. So what I'm thinking, now I love this and I don't want to really do a whole lot to it. so you can still see the pink itself. But what I do have is I cut some little bit of lace. It's a thicker lace. I actually got this at Michael's yesterday on clearance. It's really, really pretty. So I'm going to take this with my Fabri-Tac because it's lace. And I'm going to use this as the pull on the tag. But I am going to Fabri-Tac the front and the back. So I'm going to put it, fold it in the middle. Kind of put it right there and kind of smush it a little bit to make a tab on the top as a pull. And it is sticky from the glue, and that's fine. It will all dry nice and perfect. And I'm just going to snip a little bit at the top there, because now we've got a little pull. And let's see, then we could maybe take another little bit of this lace maybe down here. Maybe like sideways. Maybe put a little something else on it. To the same group of stuff that I got, the pieces on that little tablet that I made. I got this on Amazon. And it's a bunch of little acrylic pieces. So let's see. I don't want anything really sticking up too much because it's going to go into a pocket. I don't even know if I want to do that. You know what? No, we're not going to do that. Okay. I really don't want to cover much of this up because I just love the way it looks. So, but I am going to take some small, I have a little clear bling and I have some of this bling. I think I'm going to use a little bit of this. I love these colors. And I am going to put just a little piece, I think, of each color. Maybe. There. Just a little something. Use my little pick tool here. Pink one. There. I like that. Okay, I think that's good. And I'm going to use, now we can use the red pocket. We can use the pink pocket. Let's use the red pocket. I think we're going to use this one. Or, let's see. Either that red one or this pink one. Let's go the red one. Okay. So then, let's see. Just a little bit of glue on these tabs. Then if you don't want it to go past the pull there. So just figure out kind of where you would like it to sit and live for the rest of its life. That looks good. I like it. We can put that little tag in there. And we can also take other little bits. And now they can also journal on the back of these if they would like to. There's that little bit. Okay, so we've got that one. And that's all we're going to do is just keep going through and adding bits and pieces here and there. There is my clip. That's all you're going to keep doing, and just decorate the pages up a little bit, little by little, the way that you would like them. Just keeping sure, you know, how thick you're getting it. And that's all there is to this. Like I said, any other leftover little bits can go right into the envelopes. And just all you need to do is either put them into one of the pockets, like this. You can slide one in a pocket like that, which is good because that'll help hold that in. And the other one, you can take maybe right to the back with a really pretty paper clip and just clip that on. Just fill with some little pieces, bits and pieces. And then our cover, I'm thinking, let's see. What if we take some of that really pretty pink lace that I used inside? I'm being knocked over by a puppy. Okay. Let's take some of this. And let's see where. Let's cut right here. Okay. And this I'm just going to glue with Fabri-Tac just right here on the spine, putting the holes like right on the edge. So let me take some Fabri-Tac. Let me do the front first. I'm not getting much on there at all. It is not. Ugh. Okay, let's see. There we go. Some Fabri-Tac there. Some Fabri-Tac on this edge. Okay, and like I said, I'm going to do the front first. Kind of line it up right there. And make it fit the way I want it to. It is lace. It has a little bit of a give. See, and that's going to wrap right around. That looks nice. I like it. Okay. I'm not going to do a whole lot to the cover. You can do as much or as little as you would like. But I love this pink paper, and I really don't want to do too much to it. I just don't want to cover it up. I don't have the heart to cover it. Okay. Here's our back. Fold that over. Make sure that goes right along the side like that. You could also put ribbon through there if you would like to, through the center. If you can see that center part there, you could put some ribbon. And if it's out of focus, I apologize. It's kind of hard to tell on my screen what is in focus and what is not, so I do apologize for that. Okay. Here's our little clip. Little pieces in there. Put that down. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. I think that's all I'm going to do to it. Maybe add a little bit of bling. We'll see. But I will let you see how we finish it. But that's what there is to it. It's very, very simple. It turned out exactly like I saw it. Just need to trim these. How could you guys let me forget to do that? My goodness. Let me get this side. Okay. Exactly how I had seen it in my head. Yay! Yay me! And that's all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up. And when you click subscribe, when the bell appears on the drop down menu, you can click all, and YouTube should notify you every time I upload a video. That's all I have for today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Here is our final flip through of our little Happy Mail book. Let me just undo the baker's twine. And I love the lime green on this for some reason. It just kind of goes together. So what I have done on the front, I attached that cute little dangle that I made to the lace and added a couple little tags with some lace up here, a little bit of bling, a little heart here with some little flowers. And I decided to attach that gorgeous tag with the pink roses onto the front, with where we also, use this as a pull, and then I put a little bit of bling on there. So I just thought that makes a really pretty cover. Then we open it up. Of course, we have our card. Whoop, sorry, didn't realize I was out of frame. We have our card that matches the front. Add a little bit of bling. Got our paper clip here, and just a little tag and a little pocket there. Some more bling. I didn't zhuzh it up too much because the papers are so pretty. But on this page, I did a little bit of stamping, which life is so much better with you in it. I used the back of the paper clip to hold one of the little envelopes with some of the extra bits and pieces in it. Let's move that down. Here's one of the little circles with a little big piece of bling and some more little flowers. They're really cute. It's just, they look like that. I love them. I just think they're adorable. We got a little bit of bling here, and then on this side, on the pocket, I put a little bit of lace, some bling, and more of the flowers, and a couple of the tags. Don't know why my voice just cracked like that. I do apologize. And again, we have all of the cards are in the pockets between the pages. And this page with our little notebook, I just added a couple pieces of bling and one of the pockets with a couple tags and just a little bit more bling just to make it pop a little bit. And on this page, I did a little bit more stamping. If friends were flowers, then I'd pick you. And up in the pocket here, we have a tag and another little oval from the kit. But again, the papers are just so pretty, I didn't want to do a whole lot to the pages. And then our last page, which is our other envelope with the rest of the bits and pieces in it. And then I put a little pocket here with some more bling. On one of the tags, I put one of the little hearts and a little bow. And then there's just another tag behind it. And then we have the back, which I just left plain because it's so darn pretty. So that is our little, I don't know what to call it, Happy Mail folio, Happy Mail book, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're calling it. So I hope that you enjoyed this project. And again, if you did, please subscribe to my channel. And when the bell icon appears, just click all, and YouTube should notify you every time I upload a video. And just be sure to like this video. Thanks. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.